teach your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Tony X Tony. Don't forget the X. Let's go. I want to make a video today giving a little bit of love to the fathers out there that have been putting in work, doing their thing, and don't get really the love and respect that they really deserve. And this is one of those things because we're men. I think that oftentimes we get looked over because we're supposed to be like unemotional and not really care what people think about us and stuff like that. We're supposed to be the ones that provide for the house and really make sure that everything's taken care of. Me, myself, I'm not a dad. I had a situation before where I was like a dad, and maybe one day I'll get into it. And that's just a whole nother topic for a whole different day. For now, I just really want to dive into the fact that like a lot of my friends are in their kids' lives. And whenever I was growing up, it was kind of the opposite. My dad wasn't really in my life like that. I had him to some degree, but he always lived way, way far, like states away. I live in Ohio, he lived in Arizona, New Mexico, all places like that. He was kind of like absent, but it's not like I have any regret or any like hard feelings towards him, because I'm just grateful to be alive. Without Guy, I would never be here. I'm not one of those kind of people that's gonna harbor those hard feelings or anything like that. Do we have a great relationship to this day? It's decent. I haven't talked to him in years actually. I probably need to at least try to reach out. The point of this whole thing isn't about myself. This is about the people that I've noticed that are really present fathers. I could shout out a lot of my friends that have really been just putting in work and making sure that they are there for their kids in ways that maybe their fathers weren't. And I've noticed that it's been like kind of an adverse reaction to the fact that a lot of people haven't had their fathers whenever they was growing up. Now they're like, yo, I'm about to be all in. I love my child. I don't understand what my dad didn't love about me, but the reality of it is everything that he didn't do for me, I'm gonna make sure that I do for my kid. And if I ever do become a pops, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna do everything that I never got to really do with my dad for my child. Make sure that they're like in sports, make sure that they feel like they got somebody that they can confide in and talk to. Make sure I'm that like rock that can be there for them whenever they need somebody. I'm not really so much into the whole like aspect of trying to be like the disciplinarian just because I'm the dad type of deal. I think that you can show love to your child and discipline them with love. You can really get a lot across by just showing somebody that you care about them, like really putting in that heart for somebody that you're like, yo, I'm gonna pour everything that I have into you, and the moment that you do something that disappoints me, then you're gonna know that it disappointed me because there's always been this love between us. I'm not taking the love away, but I'm gonna have to like kind of teach you the ways of not how to make that same mistake again. And that's what I like want to be one day whenever I'm a dad. If I'm ever a dad, who knows, it might not be cards in my life. But for the people that are and have been really present in their kids' lives, just putting in work day to day, missing out on good times with friends, missing out on so many things, because as much as we hate to say it, kids aren't a bad thing. They do take up a lot of time, and if you're gonna be a really good parent, oftentimes it requires hella sacrifice in ways that I don't think that people that don't got kids realize. That means time, that means opportunity, that means like your own vision, your own goals, aspirations, things that you thought that you was gonna accomplish. And as a man, like, yeah, do we get the mercy and the grace of being able to just kind of put ourselves out into the world and be expected to be a worker, so nobody really looks at you too bad whenever you're ambitious and maybe not all that present in your kid's life and stuff like that. But man, the adulation and praise that I'm giving to the parents these days, to the fathers that I know, is y'all have really been putting in work. Maybe you're not all the way present in your kid's life all the time, but every single dad that I know, all my friends that have kids, they're always at their kids' games. They're the ones that's making sure that the kid has everything that they need. And then I of course do got the friends that are like kind of like deadbeat dads and type stuff, and I just can't speak on them because I don't really consider them to be like friends like that. And it's not because of that, it's just because to me it's one of them deals where because they're not doing the things that they're supposed to do, normally their lifestyle just doesn't fit in with my lifestyle. And it's one of them things where it's kind of hard to have any kind of mutual ground anymore if you're not like doing the things that you're supposed to do as a person. And one of those things that you're supposed to be doing as a person is make sure you're taking care of your kids. If you are in the same city, I never understood that whole thing where like you could be in the same city, the same state. Same state sometimes can get challenging because I do understand that stuff can be far. Like if you live in Texas, just because you're in the same state don't mean that you're gonna be like literally around the corner. Texas is huge. Anyway, so basically all I'm saying is we've even seen examples in real life. We've seen like LeBron James with Bronny. Does it seem fair? To some people it doesn't, but it still goes to show you the level of father. Even before that, we had LeVar Ball doing everything he could to make sure that his sons got in the league. That stuff was crazy for me. I love to see it. Who's another high profile example? We got Tom Brady with his kids, his sons. Used to see the love that he's got for him. I mean, like, you could really go down this list all day of just dads that have been present. And this is just not even people that I know in real life. I have friends, I'm telling y'all, like, my friends in real life are really about that dad life, and they really care about their sons, their daughters, all of it. And I just had to make this video to make sure to show some love. I don't really want to be on here criticizing nobody right now, because yeah, as much as there is the dads that are not around and not doing their thing, there is just as many, if not more, from like my personal experience that are. And if you are a person that doesn't have your dad in your life right now, and maybe you're a little bit younger and you wish that you could have that experience, I'm sorry that you didn't get to get that experience. Like, I get it. I know what it feels like to not always have had your dad around. My little brother never really even got to meet my pops. So like, I have to, as the oldest sibling, I have to oftentimes kind of console him and tell him about like the things that I know about our dad, and just try to make sure to uplift him and stuff like that, to make sure like, bro, having a dad might have changed you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really know how to approach it, because maybe it would have changed you for the better, maybe it would have changed you for the worse. Honestly, I don't want to talk bad about my dad or anything, but like, when I look back as an adult, fully formed, with no bias anymore, I'm grateful that I was raised by my mom and that she did everything that she did for me, because I'm raised up to be like kind-hearted, you know, compassionate, all those different things that I'm not sure that I would have gotten from my pops if I would have stayed down in Arizona or New Mexico. And not saying that he would have done anything wrong or anything like that. The family dynamic on my dad's side is just totally different. They got all types of issues and stuff going on. Love them, they're family, and so does everybody's family for real. But like, the issues that I faced with my mom's, at least I was protected. You know what I mean? Like, she made sure to take care of us, even if that meant that we was eating the same thing every day for weeks at a time, or we was broke, because man, we was broke. But my mom did everything she could for us. And hey, sometimes moms gotta fill that role of the pops. So like, if you got your mom and she's the one that's taking care of everything and holding stuff down, make sure that you're showing that love and respect for her the same way that you would your dad. Because if it's your grandma, because these are the people that love you the most, granddad, whoever it might be. There's so many different ways that you could be raised. Some people don't even got that privilege of having a family member raise them. So just keep all that in mind. Shouts out to the dads that's out here putting in their work. Shouts out to all the dads that's out here killing it. And I just want to continue to see this trend going on. I hope that we just can continue to see the positivity that's coming from it and really keep going up from there. Keep skyrocketing, y'all. Anyway, I'm out of here. Peace. Hope that y'all got something out of this. And man, let's keep doing good, fellas. Let's just keep doing better too. Peace.